YouTubers, Nintenjoel here again with another video, but this time it's a shout out video because I have been thinking a lot about why I started this YouTube channel and how much I love doing this. I really found recently that this is what I want to do. I've just been, and I just do it for fun either. I'm not expecting any kind of monetary return or anything. Or expecting thousands of views. I just honestly have a lot of fun bouncing ideas off people that actually care about retro games and just being able to rattle off facts because I know a lot about video games. But anyways, what initially really got me wanting to do this channel was a while ago I was watching a lot of podcasts, I'd say a couple years ago, and somehow me searching through podcasts turned into somehow searching through garage sale finds and Craigslist finds, and the very first shout out I have for you is a channel called JHMDF, and that is Scott, or Scott Squatch, and he is a really cool YouTuber who really made me want to start filming my own pickups because man, he was picking up so many crazy things on a weekly basis. And the thing about Scott is he is so on it. He is religious about getting up super early, hitting those garage sales, not being lazy, putting out his videos on time. When he says he's going to do something, he's going to do it. His videos come out on time. If he has contests, he follows through with them. Also, the one very good thing I have to mention about Scott is right after I started watching his channel, I had an incredible TurboGrafx and TurboGrafx CD pickup. And I decided to get a hold of Scott because he happened to be looking for TurboGrafx stuff at the time. And I ended up getting a very, very rare game. It was Bastille for TurboGrafx CD, which is a really expensive game. And I got a hold of him, and we ended up actually doing a trade, and actually ended up talking to him on the phone for a little while, and had to go through a lot of games. He had to go through a lot of games to try to trade up for that one game that I had, and we ended up coming to an awesome agreement. I got like 15 awesome games out of it, including like Pocky and Rocky for Super Nintendo, Haunting Ground for PlayStation 2, just a bunch of really, really good games, and he ended up with one of the rarest Turbo CD games there is. And so anyways, that left a really good impression, and I pretty much, his channel was the first one that made me want to start doing YouTube videos. So thank you, Scott at JHMDF, and thank you for mentioning our trade that we did in one of your videos. That was really cool to see. So the next one, I also wanted to point out, I'm not actually doing these in order of favorites. I'm really doing these in order kind of how I remember how I first got into these guys. So it's kind of in order of how I saw them and started watching them. And the very next one is Smooth McGroove, who doesn't do any pickup videos. He doesn't do any kind of reviews. I mean, maybe he does once in a while, but his main thing is doing acapellas of video game music, and boy, he has amazing taste in video game music, and his voice is incredible. He uses sometimes like up to 13 or 15 of his own vocals and voices. He's got it all on camera and multiple windows, and they're just beautiful. I used to listen to it before bed all the time. I actually got really, really hooked on Smooth McGroove's tunes. So thank you, Smooth McGroove. I know you have just tons and tons of subscribers. You'll never see this, but if you do, thank you very much. It was a huge influence to me. Game Chasers. Now, the Game Chasers is the first time I saw a really high production video game show. And when I saw this, I told my friends about it instantly, and I told them that this was the show that is going to make it on an actual TV show. These guys have all the potential of actually making a real TV show, very much like American Pickers, or, you know, something where people are just finding awesome things, like the Toy Hunter. He's awesome too. But Game Chasers are Billy and Jay, and their cameramen who are just hilarious. Melvor and Dodongo, just a funny cast of people, incredible intro. They've done nothing but get better. They released their videos on DVDs because of their huge fan base. They have tons of subscribers. They just seem like really cool, genuine people. They love dick and fart jokes, and they're crude, they're crass, they're hilarious. and they find amazing things while messing with each other just constantly. Very good show. Thank you, Game Chasers. That is an amazing one. Next is probably Luigi Freakout 123. These guys are awesome. This is a father and son duo, and when they started out, this is Terry and Tyler. And when they started out, Tyler, the kid, was really little, and he's kind of grown up a little bit. It's kind of cool to see the transformation, his love of games blossom, and his dad and him get along so well. It's just such a cool relationship, and they just seem so genuine and cool. I really want to thank them just because they always would respond to my messages and correspond and really seem to enjoy feedback. So thank you, Tyler and Terry from Luigi Freakout 123. Here's another huge one, Retro Liberty. Retro Liberty is the next high production one that I saw where I was like, geez, they can make a show out of this too. And this is Ricky and Aaron. They're from Southern California, and they find incredible things. They mostly do flea market hunting, and they do all kinds of different videos. And if you guys are familiar with the Grid Gaming, that is the same Aaron in that, which I love the Grid Gaming also, which is kind of almost a newscast for video games. You guys should check that out too. I guess that was a small shout out too. But yes, Ricky and Aaron, amazing people, always correspond. Just really cool about getting back to you, and just super friendly and just seem like genuine people. They subscribed to me really recently, and I was really blown away. It really meant a lot to me. Thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate it. And yeah, that's I can't even say much more about that. I was pretty floored that they subscribed to me. I was pretty stoked. So the next one, Metal Jesus Rocks. Now this guy is awesome. He loves old metal. He loves retro video games. He used to work for Sierra, which was an old video game company based in Redding, California, which I'm from Oregon, so it's kind of cool. It's nearby, because I'm from Southern Oregon. And, oh, I never mentioned either, Luigi Freakout 123, Tyler and Terry are from Oregon also, which I think is really cool. And Metal Jesus Rocks is now from the Pacific Northwest in Washington, which is awesome. But I love the little Pacific Northwest community, and it's really cool that there's so many of them. But Metal Jesus Rocks just has incredible reviews. And my favorite thing that he does are his Hidden Gems videos, where he goes through a system and does sometimes multiple videos just showing video games that you may not have heard of that kick ass. And I have learned about so many video games from this guy that I need and want. He is going to be the source of me being poor, I swear. Watch his channel with caution, because you will find a lot of games that you want. And also, I have to say, his channel, I have spent probably the most time just going through random videos of his. He has a ton of videos, and some of them are just really random cool things, and it's really worth just exploring his channel. So that's Metal Jesus Rocks. Thank you very much, dude, for having such an awesome channel, I should say. And the next one is another very cool one, Happy Console Gamer. Johnny Millennium and his buddy that is occasionally on the show, Rodman, are two of my favorite personalities in the video game YouTubers. They just have the personality. They know how to talk to each other. They've been friends with each other for so long. It is just an incredible friendship. They have all the stories, and they have incredible taste in video games, and just know how to converse with each other, get the flow going, and talk with each other. And that is an amazing thing. I honestly, if I could say one thing about this channel I would want, it would be to see more videos of Rodman and Johnny Millennium together, because those two have such good rapport with each other. So good. And he subscribed to me recently too, and I was just blown away. I did a video that was a video response to one of his videos, and apparently he watched it and subscribed. I'm really happy about that. Thank you very much for subscribing. I'm really stoked. And let's see here. For the next one, we have the always amazing, anytime I mention this guy, people know who he is somehow. Any video gamer that I know somehow has watched this guy's channel, and that is Alpha Omega Sin. And this guy is known for his rants. He's known for just being animated and loving metal and loving video games and anime, and just being an awesome person, it seems like. He has such a good sense of humor, and he's so outspoken. He is not afraid to speak his mind. His rants are sometimes very positive. His rants are sometimes very pissed off. and I love it because you really get a sense of who this guy is. You never feel like he's faking you. So Alpha Omega Sin, thank you very much. You have literally provided hours and hours of entertainment for me, and quite a few of my friends as well. I've actually shown quite a few friends that didn't know about you, and they're hooked, and yeah, just a great channel. So then we have the Continue Guys. Now the Continue Guys, in my opinion, it is what would happen if you crossed video games with Mystery Science Theater 3000. These guys play old school video games, you're watching the footage, but their voices are in the background. That's three of them sitting on a couch, and they're commenting on the game while they're playing it, and it is, no joke, over the top hilarious. If you have not seen the Continue Guys, I cannot recommend them enough. The episode for, I believe it's Dragon Spirit for Nintendo, is so funny. It's really crude, really crass humor, but that's what I like. I watch a lot of intelligent TV, but when I want humor, I want it to be dumb and fart jokes and dick jokes and ball jokes, and I just want it to be hilarious and just lowbrow and totally immature, and those guys totally fill my need for that, so thank you, Continue Guys. Please keep doing what you're doing. And the last one is Console Wars. Now this one I just got into very recently, and have pretty much watched all their episodes. I cannot get enough. These guys are two guys, and they are, one dude's a Nintendo fanatic and one dude's a Sega fanatic, and they compare each other's games. And so they compare like the two Turtles games, the one for Genesis and the one for Super Nintendo, and they compare, you know, I think it was RoboCop versus Terminator, and they compare all kinds of games that came out on both systems, and sometimes just games in general, or the systems in general. They just do constant comparisons with each other, and they are so funny. They're cheesy on purpose. They are campy on purpose. They are so funny. I cannot get enough. I have actually cried laughing at these guys before, so thank you, Console Wars. You are amazing. Those are the top 10 people that I recommend you watch on YouTube. I do have 3 shout-outs for you guys that are just honorable mentions. They didn't make it into the top 10 list, not because I don't like them as much, it's more just because those are the top first 10 ones that I really watched a ton of. These next 3 are guys that I just discovered fairly recently. The one that I have been watching the longest is Grimsy42. His name is Scott, and he hangs out with the Game Chasers and a lot of cool YouTubers that do video game videos, and I really like his personality and his mellow videos. If there's one thing that's in common with all 3 of these honorable mentions, it's that all their videos are very mellow and just easy to watch. So thank you, Grimsy42. You've already provided me with a ton of entertainment. The next one is Michael B, the Game Genie from Canada, and he is pretty cool. He is trying to get a complete NES collection, an American NES collection, and he just passed 600 games. In fact, I believe it was today that I watched his video, and he was up to 602. So congratulations on that, and thank you already for providing me with tons of entertainment. I've watched a ton of your videos already. And the last one goes out to Andrew Bellina. I'd like to say that I pretty much consider this my new buddy, my new YouTube buddy. We correspond with each other quite a bit. We're both subscribed to each other's channels, and I really like his videos. They're really mellow and just easy to listen to. His voice is really just easy to think of, like dreaming about Nintendo games, because it's so mellow. But maybe it's the Australian accent, but he loves games, and I love that he loves to talk about games so much. So cool. Andrew, good job on your videos. Keep it up. This is what you were meant to do. Thank you to everybody. I appreciate so much all the time you guys have put into your videos. You have provided me and tons of others with countless hours and hours of entertainment, and I can't thank you enough for helping me start my own channel because of that. So if you like the video, please give a thumbs up, please subscribe below, and leave a comment. But ignore my video now and go check out those other channels. I will leave all the links below in the descriptions. Give them a thumbs up, subscribe to their channels, and give them a comment. That would be awesome. Keep gaming, guys. Thanks.